Welcome to Charlitas, the podcast that brings you laugh stories and real-world experiences every month. Hosted by the voices you love and brought to you by Latino Leadership Northwest.
Guess what? We got renewed for a season 2. So welcome to the season 2, episode 1 of Charlitas.
Yay!
Nuevo year, nuevo año, nuevo us. I'm one of your co-hosts, Jair.
I'm Pamela.
I'm Luis.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Alma.
Should we just get straight into it?
Yes.
So, since it's a new year, our icebreaker is one in, so like something you would like in your life. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then an out would be something you want out of your life.
Do you want me to start? I can start. So one in for me would be doing more cardio, going on a little walk. And then an out for me is overthinking because I tend to do that a lot. So that's my out.
I think for me, my in is to talk more to my brothers, spend more time with them. And my out is to over-explain myself. Your turn.
Oh, sorry.
You want me
I
to
forgot.
explain my ins and outs?
I just forgot because I was like, oh, she's going to pass me the mic. Never mind. For me, my in would be to travel more. I feel like there was a lot of places that I didn't get to go to last year that now I kind of have knowledge about, and I'm going to do it. So that's my in for 2025. And then my out is going to be to not swear anymore. I'm going to try my best. I may have failed pretty much every day, but
4 minutes into the new year.
no. Maybe actually. But every day's a new every day's like a new day to try that. So I'm gonna work on that. That's my out. Yeah.
Ate that. Okay, so for me, my in for 2025, I want it to be getting 8 hours of sleep. I'm really bad at that, but I want to try this year to get enough sleep. And then my out, comparing myself to other people. That's not cool. And I really need to stop doing that.
My out is fixing my posture. So,
As we all straighten up.
And then my in is
Wait, your out is fixing your posture?
my out is getting rid of my bad posture.
Okay. Got it.
I have terrible English. And then my in is, I guess, stressing out less.
Stressing out less. I mean,
being more relaxed.
be more relaxed, be more chill.
Relax.
Relax. Okay. Like Jair said, we got renewed for season 2. So we are here again with a new layout, as you may have noticed. We worked really hard on this layout, and it might change again in the next few episodes because we do have a special Charlitas banner coming our way, which we're really excited about. So for now, this is our layout, and we hope you guys really liked it. We put a lot of thought into it, and as you guys notice, we're also sitting differently. We no longer have the formal table. We're trying to be more chill this time around. So happy New Year, right? We're back in 2025. And there's a lot of exciting things that are going to be happening this year, especially for Charlitas. And you might have noticed that when Jair introduced us, we're no longer the Mariposas, right? We're just hosts now. And that is because...
Well, we actually interviewed a new cohort of Mariposas, and that's something that you guys will start to see in the upcoming. Hopefully, you guys will get a little intro of them in our podcast. But yeah, they're gonna be coming in. It's gonna be a new group of 5 students, 5 high school students actually. So be on the lookout for that one.
Yeah, and that's why we no longer have the antennas for the year. I know those were very popular last year, and a lot of you guys came up to us and gave us compliments with that. But, we're no longer associated with the Mariposas, which is a good thing. That means a new group of students will get that opportunity. And that means that us professionally have outgrown it. So right now we're just the co-hosts for Charlitas, which is cool. It's cool that we're still doing it. But yeah, we just wanted to say Happy New Year. And we wanted to start off with talking a little bit about like traditions. Like, what do you guys do at the start of the new year, or like on New Year's Day or on New Year's Eve for the new year?
Well, I know a very popular one is the 12 grapes in the first minute. I believe like some people are saying the first 6 seconds, but mine was the first minute of the year. 6 seconds for 12 grapes is a lot. But I know the tradition goes that each grape represents like a month, and you make a wish within that one grape. So every grape is one wish. And so that's what we do. We get our grapes ready. Only green grapes, though. We don't vibe with the red grapes, guys. But green grapes, and yeah, the new year hits, and you just take them and you try and think of those 12 wishes. Low key, guys, I blank out though. I low key forget my wishes.
You got to think of them before you start the 12
and then
grapes.
I panic.
For me, it's all and this was also because mi mama like did it, but she'd always be like, "Hey, your underwear or like your undergarments, right? It like represents like a new, what would you call it? Like
like an aspirational.
yeah, because like for example, red is like, oh, do you want it to que te vaya bien en el amor, or you know, just not even. It doesn't even have to be romantic. It could just be like love within like your own family, your friends, or yellow. It's like attracting money or abundance. That's what it is. And so, I mean, that's a tradition that my mom kind of like. She's very like, you should do this. You should do this.
Like, wear your red underwear tonight.
Yeah. So that's one tradition that I know of.
Yeah. This one, I don't really do it, but I did like hear about it not this recent New Year, but the previous, the one for like 2023 to 2024. I was clean, like I cleaned everything in my house on New Year's Day because I was like, you know, like about to start off the new year clean. And then I go on TikTok and I see like a bunch of videos like, make sure not to clean your house today or you're going to scrub away all your good luck. And I was like, I just cleaned everything. What? And so then like, and then a lot of people were like, I do the opposite. Like I do clean so that I can embrace the new year with lots of new stuff. And so it just depends, like one of those like superstitions type of thing that just depends. But I remember I was like, oh man, that's bad. Or like, I don't remember what the phrasing is, but like if you clean, like you like, some people think that like you make one of your family members pass away, which I was like, oh man, well, I already cleaned, so it's too late. But yeah, that's like that's another one. A New Year tradition that some households do, not everybody. And like, again, like none of it like has truth to it. It's just those like traditions that people do. So we don't mean to like stress you guys out if you didn't eat your 12 grapes or like if you wore black underwear instead of yellow, like it's okay.
Ours is just like we just hug each other, like once it's the new year.
Yeah.
Well, for me, we never really did any traditions when I was like, you know, like growing up. I remember one that like my tias used to do, or like my cousins. They used to be like, you know, the door, like they used to kick the door 12 times or something like that. So like people could like kind of like, if you kick the door 12 times, I don't know, it just means like you're kind of like taking like bad luck away or something like that. And like when I was, you know, when we were doing like the New Year's thing with the grapes and stuff like that, that was like the first time I'd ever done that. And that's why like when you were like come up with 12 things, I was like, 12 things? I was like, I only came up with 3. I still ate all the grapes though. They were delicious. So yeah.
Yeah, there's like 0 bag of grapes when I went to go get that. I mean, mind you, I literally went the day before, but like all the grapes were gone at the grocery store. Well, and besides these like New Year traditions, the most popular one, or the one that lots of people do, are the New Year resolutions. And a New Year resolution is basically like I don't know, something that you will live by for the new year, for 2025, for this year 2025, or something that you'll try to follow really closely. It's like a goal. Es una meta. So do we have New Year resolutions, guys?
Yes. Mine is, I don't know, could the camera pick it up? Is to spend more time with my parents. Being in like school and stuff, I kind of just I don't know, kind of just get home and like I'm just focused on like school. I mean, I spend time with them, but I feel like I could spend more quality time with them. And, you know, I'll be less busy with school.
Be a better son.
Yes.
Oh. Did you want to?
No.
I think for me, be more spontaneous. I feel like I'm a very follow the schedule type of gal, and I get very like nervous when things go differently than I expect them to. And I think it's time for me to embrace that like unexpected and just be open to change and go a little crazy this year. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, just be more outgoing, try new things, try different things. I really want to try doing that this year.
So my resolution for this year is to kind of lean into like my hobbies more. Like I already do a okay job of like, you know, doing them, but like this year I really want to like dive head on into like the things that I actually like to do. Which like I sometimes, or at least last year, like I ended up putting off like, cause I was like, I don't have time, or I'm busy with school, or I'm like, I just didn't have the energy that I wanted to give to them. And also those damn phones, you know, I get pretty distracted by my phone. So for sure this year I want to, you know, do the things that I enjoy doing. Like I actually want to like get consumed by them. I don't know if that's the correct way to put it, but you know, that's what I want to do.
What kind of hobbies?
I was going to ask that too.
Well, I like, I really like making videos and stuff like that. Like kind of like not cinematography, I guess, but like, I do like, you know, sitting there editing, adding like music to like videos of things that I record. Yeah, I mean, you guys see I bring the camera around sometimes. I don't know. I just like doing it. I did one and then I was like, oh yeah, like this is what I like to do. And then also soccer. I wanna join like an indoor league and just like kind of play more because I'm kind of washed now. I mean, I was washed before, but I'm pretty bad. I'm pretty bad. And then
Confirmed. No, I'm kidding.
Not that bad. I'm not that bad. And then
Show your highlights.
highlight tape coming soon exclusively on the Latino Leadership Northwest channel.
Edited too?
Huh?
Edited too?
Edited too. Oh yeah. I might have like music in it and stuff. And then like, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to share like all the things I do, but yes, that's some of it. Yeah. For
Okay.
sure.
My New Year resolution is to don't stress about things that are not in my control. So, like, I tend to stress about like everything around me, and some of those things literally have zero things to do with me or like with my actions or my input or whatever. So I'm going to try to work on not stressing and not putting my energy into that. And like also being okay with the fact that I can't control everything, you know? So that's my New Year resolution for this year. And we'll see how that goes.
For me, my New Year's resolution would be like during the icebreaker, I said out is overthinking. And my New Year's resolution would be to self-reflect, but like healthy self-reflect, you know, on myself and or, you know, journal. I feel like for me, I think I need to, that would be a really great way because I have so many thoughts in my head. And so just putting that on paper would, could really help. Mm-hmm. So that's mine. And we can touch back again like in December and see if we did that. But yeah, that's my.
Did you meet your, like, we're going to play these exact clips. We're going to do like a watch and then we're going to be like.
We're going to be tested.
That didn't happen.
We're going to be tested.
You were too ambitious.
I mean, I still haven't even gotten a journal.
Oh no.
Working on it. Yeah.
And that's our New Year's resolutions for us as people, And then for LNW, for Latino Leadership Northwest, I know there's a lot of new things and a lot of exciting things that I feel like we say that every year, but for every year, there's just always new things that are happening around here. And for this year, like we mentioned, one of the biggest changes that is happening this year is the new Mariposa cohort. So there's going to be, new faces to LNW that you'll get to see out in the community and here in Charlitas, hopefully too. So we're really excited for you guys to meet them in later episodes.
We can give you a sneak peek as into the schools they come from. For example, we have 2 students from Fort. We have 1 student from Evergreen, 1 from Mountain View. And then the last one comes a little bit far, but wow. It's from Richfield, right?
Woodland.
Yeah, Woodland. And so, that's a little sneak peek as to who this new cohort is.
Yeah, so that's pretty exciting, right? And then again, our other really, really big project is the conference that will be happening in the fall, right? And we got permission to reveal the theme in this episode. So who wants to reveal it?
Who was it going to be?
Alma.
Alma should. So we decided healthcare. And so that's going to be the theme overall. And so a little call to action to healthcare workers or, students even that are in the healthcare area. If you guys want to give a workshop or, are thinking of just participating, definitely be on the lookout because we want to start early and trying to find those presenters, or even, I don't know, if you want to be the keynote speaker for this conference, definitely be on the lookout on our website for those updates. But
and for students who come to the conference, let us know. What do you guys want to see at the conference this year? What kind of presentations do you want to see at the conference? Whether they are directly related to healthcare or not. We're totally down for everything because at the end of the day, this is for you guys. And we want to make the event the best for you. So let us know, hit us up, send our Pookie Master over here a DM through Instagram, and we'd really appreciate it too.
Yeah, and like Sam said, just because the theme is healthcare, doesn't mean we won't have workshops regarding other things. We always have financial aid workshops, or if there was a presenter, if you came last year and there was a presenter that you really liked and you want to see them come back, of course, let us know. Even if they don't have anything to do with the healthcare field, we can definitely, reach out to them and ask if they can come back because you really enjoyed them. Again, don't limit yourself thinking that this is just for students in the healthcare industry. We'll try and get someone that you want that talks about something that you want to hear about.
For example, Luis gave a workshop about engineering. So give us some highlights of what your workshop entailed.
If you went to his workshop, was it a slay or was it a nay? Should he do it again or no?
Part 2?
If you guys want it, if
the crowd wants us,
if the crowd wants me and my friend Jordy that helped out with it, I know that he wanted to do it again.
Oh, really?
He wanted to get Judith to do it with him too, and she's in the healthcare.
She is, yeah.
He was literally oh, she's in the healthcare, so that. He kind of saw the future. Yeah, shout out to them.
And then, last year we did mention a bit that environmental justice was one of our cores that we were working on last year, right? And so this past year we've done a lot of work around environmental justice, and recently last month we also went to an environmental justice training.
We had students from Skyview Mecha, from Fort Mecha, and even our partnering organization, the Secure 39ers, brought some students over, and it was a Saturday where we just learned a lot. We used how to utilize online tools, and there was food, and at the end of the day, each participant got a certificate, which I think is also very important, especially for students who are trying to apply for scholarships, because that, you know, that shows their involvement, that shows their civic engagement. And so, yeah, like Sam was saying, we have been involved with environmental justice, which brings us to another of our resolutions this year, and is to get more involved with environmental justice. And actually, if you guys follow us on Facebook and Instagram, there's a giveaway that's happening. And literally, we're asking for you guys to share a video or a photo of your environmental justice practices. Either that could be like anything, like using a plastic bag or planting a garden or starting a compost pile. And if you tag us using the hashtag LNW El Sol Sale Para Todos, and fill out like a quick Google form, you can win a $100 gift card. I mean, you know, it's like a raffle, but still, like, your chances are pretty high. So I would recommend to join that, because like I'm running that, so please.
And anybody can join. Yes. And you could literally like post a picture of you or like a video. Maybe you're thrifting, or you're reusing like Tupperware at your house, or I don't know, like anything that is just environmental practices around here. And like Alma said, use a hashtag, fill out the Google form, and you might win $100.
And if you want more updates specifically on that, make sure to follow us on Instagram, because we do hold that campaign on social media. You can go look at all the details that Alma just talked about. If you want to, you know, readify some of them, it will all be on there, which brings us to one of our next ambitions that we have in this new year, which is to grow our social media community. As Sam mentioned earlier, I am, quote unquote, the Pookie Master social media. I am running the LNW accounts. And so I just really want to see the Instagram community, the Facebook community, or the TikTok community of LNW to grow. You know, we share a lot of resources on the account, whether that be for students or, you know, for parents regarding mental health, sexual health, whatever it is. We try and share helpful information. So yeah, I'd love you to join our crew and, you know, come hang out with us. I think I do a lot of cool stuff, and I'd love to have you with us and be part of these amazing opportunities that we give out to our community.
What's our goal this year for?
Okay, right now we're standing at what is it? I haven't checked it yet. I think it's 1,600.
It's around 1,500, close to 1,600.
Close to 16. You know what? Let's try and go for 2,000. I think we can do it.
I think so.
We can.
Yeah.
And if we do, let me know, and I'll talk to ED of LNW for a giveaway. I don't know. But yeah, for sure, grow our social media. I better see you all there.
And like participate in the polls, because I know sometimes you do polls with like really interesting questions that could involve like, I don't know, giveaways or more workshops
Just
that LNW does. So
yeah,
if they participate in those,
just be on the lookout. Like, be my bestie, please. I need friends on social media, please.
Another one of LNW's New Year resolutions is to be a strong support system, especially as we're transitioning into, you know, new leadership in the government level. We're trying to be an even stronger, because we're pretty strong right now, but just be even stronger and more educated and more proactive in helping our community, especially our immigrant community, because it's tough out here. And, you know, we've lived through it 4 years ago. Yeah, right? Am I doing my math right? You know, we've lived through it for 4 years, right? During that one period. And so we're here to support again during these next 4 years. And we're always constantly working towards being a safe space for everybody, and especially for our immigrant community. Most of us here have been pretty open about our backgrounds. And so it's very relevant to every single one of us here. So definitely one of our big New Year resolutions that we're really trying to push forward.
If we go back in time for like a year ago, someone will notice something. We have a new office space, and it's been a year.
Oh, you're right. It's
been
our
a
1 year
year.
office-versary. Is that how you could word it, phrase it?
Wait, isn't it May or is it March?
It's like we're gonna hit like our 1 year in like April, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm totally
Remember we had the
yeah.
Remember we had the grand opening. We invited everybody. That was in like April.
Community partners of ours.
Yeah, I think that was in like April or May.
And we did start off Charlitas.
That's what I
A year
confused.
ago. Yeah, we did start off Charlitas in a different location. And those first few episodes were there. And then we got the new office space. And it's been here ever since. So yeah, that's right. We're going to hit a 1 year office-versary.
And 1 year of Charlitas episodes.
And 1 year of Charlitas episodes, true. Which, by the way, we still do have like an Amazon storefront if you wish to support us. The office needs clear tape. And thumbtacks.
Please.
Yeah, please.
No, like actually.
It's in our flow code link. I know every single one of us would really appreciate it. Also, Alma stepped into a new role last year, right? And involving herself in schools. And that's...
Yeah, so my title is Youth Program Coordinator, right? And so that has been one of our goals as organization is to just grow our involvement and our participation within the schools. And so right now we're at 2 main schools, right? So it's Fort and Skyview. But we want to grow that. Obviously, we just need more time and support, but we really want to grow that. And recently we will be doing like the engagement team. So Jorge's not here, but shout out to Jorge because he is part of the team. And so him and I will be going into Skyview to do sort of like a Orugas a Mariposas 2.0. So that's a little update that we have, and we hope to grow that too. And our goal is to maybe include that at like every high school in the upcoming year. So that's another update that LNW has and wishes to accomplish this year.
Oh, that's cool.
As a reminder, Orugas and Mariposas was like a program, like one of our first programs we did. And then it was kind of just like, in my opinion, it was like stuff that we should have learned in schools, but we didn't learn in schools, like mental health, stuff like labels that harm. What's another one?
Self-love.
Self-love. Just a lot of like cool stuff.
And if you want to hear even more about that program, I believe it was one of our very first Charlita episodes from last year. So make sure to go check those out. You can always rewatch them if, you know.
I mean, they're still even up on our website, I believe,
it
like
is
some of
also
the
up on our
lessons. So that's definitely something you guys can revisit.
I mean, I know it's like the new year, and I don't want it to overlap with maybe the conversations that we had like in the last episode, which would have been like our New Year's episode, right? Or Charlitas, like last episode would be our December episode, so that would be like our New Year's episode. The point is, I want to ask, like, you know, since it's because you brought up like, oh yeah, it's been a year, and like we used to be at a different location and all that stuff. And I wanted to ask, like, how do you guys feel like we've improved individually? Or how do you feel like you've improved individually as far as, like, from where we were in that first episode, sitting in that chair for, like, the first time to, like, now? Just throwing a question out if anybody wants to answer. If not, it's fine.
I think I could answer. I was a little nervous at first, like, to record. But I'm like, oh, I mean, I'm just talking to my friends. And then now I kind of like this. We changed the layout, like we mentioned, but like I like this layout better because I could talk to you guys, not just talk to the camera.
I mean, yeah, for sure. Like, I think the layout is like, as far as like improvements go, like that's like one of the ones I like the most. Because yeah, it was hard when it was like all just like a straight row.
It'd be like, what'd you say?
Yeah. Yeah, and then in the first episodes, like we had, I don't know if in the very first episode, no, we didn't have a guest in the very first episode.
The first two we didn't.
First two we didn't? Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that, and I for me personally, like, I remember like, yeah, just being very, very nervous to do it, and then I get all sweaty and stuff. So I was like, oh, is it gonna show in the camera? Like, is my reflection gonna show there and stuff like that? I was also wearing like a really thick purple hoodie in like the first episode, which L clothing choice, but yeah, for me, I feel like I've noticed that like every time we do this, like even though I don't know if they know this, but that we record like bi-monthly, I guess. Do they know that we
Is that
record?
too much information to spell out?
Okay, maybe they know that or don't. But like it's always nervous, but then like as soon as like once we start getting in the flow of things, like I just feel a lot more confident in talking to you guys, and I'm like, oh, it's like like you said, like we're all friends, so yeah, that's for me. I don't know. Do you guys have anything you guys want to add or?
I don't know. I think definitely the layout helps out because we are just feels more comfortable and not too pressure. Like, so now I feel more comfortable as the episodes go by and just sharing personal stuff. Like, I just feel comfortable.
We have blankets and pillows and couches, not office chairs and a desk.
I feel like, yeah, the environment is more like, yeah, we're just hanging out and we're sharing our stories, and hopefully these stories reach, our audience and they can relate and they find a space that they see themselves in with us. And yeah, I think we've grown a lot since last year, and, I'm excited to see what we have planned for the next coming months and what we're able to bring out for the community.
I knew, since we're talking about New Year's resolutions, and then you asked that question, my New Year resolution for Charlitas is to try not to talk a lot. So I'm trying to be more mindful about sharing the mic and not hogging it. So call me out on it, guys. I'm trying not to talk too much because, like, I feel like I talk a lot. Like, even outside of Charlitas, I'm just a yapper, y'all. So I'm trying not to talk as much and be more mindful of sharing the mic and, leaving space for you guys. But it seems like I have a word limit. Even now, I'm still rambling and like over-explaining myself. Man, I'm already failing.
It's okay.
Okay, but yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I feel like we've all grown really confident in front of a camera.
But overall, I feel like that's a great reflection question that anyone can answer, right? Like, can you word that again? I forgot.
I mean, I feel like if I were to word it like in general for the people listening, it's like how have you improved like yourself? Like, I guess like a year from last year. I don't know. Like what? Like I don't know. Like, have you guys made any improvements and stuff like that?
Like what Alma said for her New Year's resolution, her self-reflection. I can't speak.
Yeah,
Self-reflection.
or you know what? Like even us individually, like what is something that like maybe what was like last year's like New Year's resolution that you guys had? Like, were you guys able to do that or not? Like something like that, that maybe you guys, maybe the viewers could ask themselves and
Put it in the comments.
Yeah, like, did you get it done? Did you not? Do you need to lock in? Whatever it is, Yeah, that's what that would be.
And I think that's a great call to action.
Vision boards, right? Like, you can start, I know those are very popular. Vision boards. So just, what do you want to see this new year? What are you putting out into the universe for yourself? What do you wish to see, right? Manifesting. Thank you. I was looking for that word, but I couldn't come up with it. Yeah, what are you manifesting for yourself this year? Vision boards are a great like visual representation and reminder. You can hang it up in your wall, like in your bedroom, or like in a space that you often find yourself in, to remind you of what you want to bring into this new year and what you, again, want to see for yourself. I think that's a great call to action.
Bame, what is a vision board?
A vision board? Oh, let me see if I can explain it. So it's kind of like a collage, right? Of like images that again represent your wishes. So for example, for me this year, I said I wanted to be more spontaneous. So if I would to create a vision board, I'd probably put images of, traveling sites or like,
Skydiving?
Oh, you down for that? Putting that on my vision board right now.
I've been waiting.
Really? Jair.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. We have plans after this.
I'm going to peek.
But yeah, just images that represent, what you want to see.
Yeah. So if your wish for this upcoming year is really cool friends, you can put a picture of us.
Let's pose.
On your vision board. Screenshot.
Okay.
And that's, so that's, a vision board is a really great idea. I know people have like parties, like New Year parties or whatever. And then like one of the activities is to make vision boards, which like actually we should do that.
Oh, we should have been doing that on camera. That would have been so cool.
Yeah.
A friend group vision board?
Oh, that'd be cute.
Is that what you meant?
Like a collective one?
Yeah, like a collective. Is that not what you meant?
No, like I meant like people individually did their own, but like that's a really good idea.
Dang, what would we put in our group vision board?
Money.
Putting that in our Google Calendar for this year.
A concert would be cool. I don't think all of us have ever been to a concert, like all of us. So we got to find like one artist that we can all kind of like enjoy equally or something like that. It'd be cool to go to a concert like that.
That would be cool. In our concert era?
Maybe just one concert. But
last time Alma and Bum and I went to a concert, somebody needs to stop us when it comes to merch. Like,
Oh my gosh.
I think I talked about that in the last episode of Charlitas. Just going to concert.
Yeah, but like that's also being spontaneous, right?
Oh,
Just, like,
so we're going to another one actually.
be spontaneous with your money.
So is that like go with the flow?
Yeah, just kind of like don't worry, don't stress too much. Just like whatever happens. But yeah, I'm down for a concert date.
Yeah, and so vision board is one of those. It's a fun activity, and then we also wanted to bring a more serious call to action when we said, that we want to be LNW wants to be a more
Safe space?
yeah, a more an even stronger safe space for our immigrant community, and these days, especially the Know Your Rights, like the little like cards or like infographics are being posted everywhere. So I know Immigrants Rising, which is a website. They also have social media pages. They have a specific page and specific posts that have to do with Know Your Rights, which is very important information for people to know. And then there's also...
there's WISN, that's the Washington Immigrant Solidarity Network, and they have a hotline number that you can call, which will be provided below. And they also have a lot of resources, but also trainings that could be very useful. And so I definitely recommend checking their page out.
And they give trainings in Spanish and English.
Yes,
so
they do.
That's also great.
And resources in both languages.
Yes.
Yeah, so as always, thank you guys for watching. This has been a good episode to start the year off with, right? We do want to give a disclaimer, right? Or Jair, disclaimer.
We are not professionals. We are not certified in anything we talk about. So all of the stuff we say is from our experiences and our and everything.
And our personal opinions, yeah. And we do want to give a shout out to...
Thank you to Peace Health and Únete Foundation for sponsoring our videos. We couldn't do this without you.
Yes, thank you for allowing us to do yet another season of Charlitas. And for all of you watching, for all of you who have stuck besides us for this past year and continue to do it in this new year. Thank you very much. Please leave a like,
Subscribe
a comment,
and hit the bell for notifications.
and share videos for everybody else to watch it, right? Let's make Charlitas go global this year. Question mark?
Manifestation.
For sure.
Oh, and thank you to Alexis.
Yes, thank you to Alexis. Alexis, like, obviously we wouldn't be able to do this without you. And I'm glad that you like us enough to be here with us again and spend really long days with us. But thank you everybody for watching.
We'll see you next time.
Peace.
Bye.
Thank you for the Inatai Foundation and Peace Health Community Fund for sponsoring this video.